Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not subscribed yet, I don't know what you waiting on. You better hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. And of course, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment below, and of course, share the video on all your social media platforms. Of course, such as Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and the like. Okay, so. I am back. Welcome back, you guys. It feels good to be back in front of the camera. I don't think I've recorded since last year, so Happy New Year's. Yep, Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope your 2015 is really going so wonderful for you and panning out the way that you dreamed and hoped and imagined that it would go. So far, my 2015 is going great. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling pumped. Yeah, I'm feeling just fantastic. My New Year's resolution. I didn't really make a whole bunch of resolutions this year. My resolution is going as far as like I think last year my main resolution was losing weight and keeping my size and my healthy lifestyle goal together. So this year would be to maintain that, and so far yeah, I'm a happy size 16. Yes, that's right. I did say my size. Yeah, she said her size. Okay, you know, and I'm proud of myself. I've lost weight, and I think I just lost a little more weight recently. I'm maintaining. I'm looking good. I'm feeling fabulous. I'm posting more pictures of myself full body so you guys can actually see. So that'll be coming in a future video. So, yeah. So I'm feeling great about that. So I'm just kind of maintaining my resolution would be just to keep doing what I'm doing and keep achieving all my career goals, keep working on my career goals, and of course to fall in love and find love this year. So that's my main goal. If you want to know what my resolution is, but anywho. So welcome back. Yes, so I just want to definitely get in here and record a video because I hadn't talked to y'all in so long. I'm like, I got to get back in here. I hadn't talked to you since last year, so I had to record a video for my first video. It was my first video of 2015. So I've been going a year strong with the channel. So many big things happening, with my channel. I'm so proud. I got some new subscribers. So much love to you guys. Thank you so much for showing me some love. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. I mean, I always do. I just got hit up by a sweetie. I call it sweetie. I call it sweetie. I'm watching too much Sweet Addiction TV. Uh, yeah, but a subby, should I say, not a sweetie, a subby, a new subby on Facebook just hit me up last night. So I want to say a shout out to you. She's in Pennsylvania. Yes, I love you so much, darling. Thank you so much for the love, of course. And I hope you watch this video, of course, because she asked me, was I going to post a new video soon? So, of course I am. So, shout out to you. Okay, let me get right into it. Okay, so this video is about bad vibes that I've been feeling at work. Okay, so as you all know, I work two jobs, one at home and one downtown. So I'm talking about my downtown job. Now, talking about at home, I'm good at home. Love that one. I'm talking about the one downtown. So I do work at a call center. Okay, just to remind you. Okay, so it's, call center is like office type job. You put it in that category. Okay, so we just hired a bunch of new people recently. It's probably over 700 some interviews, maybe up to 800. It's a lot of people. Okay, so yeah, and I just been having a lot of I don't just the vibes I'm feeling. I've had a couple weird experiences with some coworkers, not every one of them, and I just kind of wanted to talk on that briefly. Okay, and I'm trying to figure some things out here. So I kind of call myself like the forbidden fruit of the office, or I feel like the untouchable girl or the other forbidden fruit. What I mean by that is, I'm kind of the chick that the guys like kind of horse steer at. I've mentioned this in other videos as well. So some of the stuff you hear in this video, if you watch my other videos, you probably heard before. You heard me say before. I'm kind of the forbidden fruit. I'm kind of like the tree, like in the tree in the garden of Eden, that Eve was not supposed to eat from, that the tree she was not supposed to touch, but she got tempted anyway, and that's how she started sin and everything. That one. Yeah. Yeah. You're the forbidden. I'm the forbidden fruit. It's like, yeah, it's so tasty. It's so desirable and luscious. Like, you see it. And I'm not saying I don't want to come off as cocky. I'm not saying I think I'm just all that and whatever. But I'm just saying, like, really, this is how I feel. This the vibes that make me feel. The vibes that I get make me feel this way. like, yes, you're desirable. The guys are looking, even the girls, like, people are watching you, they're looking at you, especially depending on what I'm wearing. And I don't try to dress super sexy for the office because you're going to work. So why would you want to come in there looking, like you went to the club on Friday night? Not a good idea, right? You can't do that in the office. So I try to dress, professional, but we have a casual work environment. So I wear like my little, jeggings or, cute top. And I think I'm, trying to be cute. I'm just kind of casual. But I don't know. Apparently, I like color, so I love wearing, color and things like that. I got the pink headband on. Okay, so that's my favorite color, by the way, pink. And I love color, and I guess when I wear colorful bottoms, it just draws extra attention to the booty, and yeah, that can really work against me. So yeah, so you get like attention, the I guess yeah, that's not not working for me there. So I feel like the girl, like, the guys are looking at you, and then of course the girls too. And so like the guys may look and then they may like what they see, but then they never, of course, they can't touch you, they can't talk to you. Well, they could talk to you, but they don't. Like, I feel like they talk to all the other girls that may be skinnier and maybe not have, as much going on body wise or whatever. And they talk to the other girl. I said, not saying the girl's not attractive, but they talk to them, and some of them were even dating them, and they talk to them and everything, and but they don't really like. I mean, the most I would get is like, "Hello, how you doing?" Occasional conversation. It depends on who it is, but other than that, it's nothing, beyond hello, how are you? If that, seriously, if they even acknowledge you, like you're not gonna get acknowledged by everybody. It's only gonna be a select few who are gonna even acknowledge you as being important. But other than that, like, nobody really pays you any mind. And I'm like, really? Like, really though? And I don't know what it is. I'm like, am I terrifying these people? So I'm like, I don't know what I scare them in some kind of way. I don't know. And I've had some weird experiences like with females like look at me, and I'm like, they look at me like, like I've seen the expressions, and I'm like, what does that expression even mean? They look at me kind of like, whoa. Like their faces just say whoa, where they just kind of stare, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Like I had one chick, she was new, she's one of the new interviewers, and she was sitting in my row one day, this happened like a few months ago last year. I was getting ready to go home. I got off at 8 o'clock. I was so happy I don't work 4 hours. I got up, put my coat on and everything. Before I put my coat on, I think I was like just trying to make sure everything was in my bag. And she's like staring at me, and I didn't know she was staring at me until I turned around. And I look at her, she was looking at me dead in the face, just looking me up and down, looking at me, and I'm like, okay. And so I could have said something mean. I could be like, what you looking at? Or I could have just, bitch, what? I got on my face. I could have just went, ratchet with it, but I didn't. I was like, good night. And I smiled, and she smiled and said good night. And so did another girl who was sitting a couple seats over from her. Okay, so I decided to be positive. Okay, what else? And it's just crazy. And I had another experience with this guy looking at me right now. He's been there for a while. But anyway, um, I just happened to be sitting in his row one day. I was sitting a few seats down from him, so I'm sitting next to a girl who I know, and me and her are pretty cool. So we were like talking and everything. And I had got up. I was trying to sit down. I just came from the bathroom. I just started my shift, so I'm like getting ready to sit down. So I hadn't sat down yet because I was trying to organize some stuff on my desk. I'm trying to get ready to sit down. And he's just like watching me while I'm standing up. Like just watching me. You know what he was looking at, right? I'm like, is he like seriously watching me right now? And I turn around, and I just see him just staring at me like dead in my face, just dead on my face, just staring all at me and everything. So finally he smiles, and I smile, and I sit down, and I was like, this is crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy, right? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing to cause this type of issue here or this type of friction, but these people are like, I don't know. I don't know. They're kind of kooky, but I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, it's weird. I got my little notes here. I'm trying to make sure I have. I mentioned all the little situations I want to mention, the examples I want to mention to you guys. So I had this one situation happen, like it's really crazy, happened recently, where like there's a guy who we speak to each other pretty regularly, but that's all it is, right? It's usually just hi and bye. There's really not a whole lot of conversation. Like he scared me one time because he like tried to make a joke with me, and I laughed or whatever, and I was like, I didn't know how to react almost. 'Cause I was like, what the hell? I like, you try to talk to me? Because he never does anything. So I never expect much out of him. But like, oh, hello, how you doing? But he's usually really nice with, like, really smiley and charming. And he's a nice looking guy. Okay, I mean, I'll give him that. He really is nice looking. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Okay, and he seemed like a okay person. And it's so weird because I'm shocked. Like, we've been speaking to each other for the longest, but our relationship has never went beyond that. He's never tried to attempt to get to know me. He's never tried to get to know my. He doesn't even know my name. I'm like, dude, you've been speaking to me for probably almost a year. You never really tried to attempt to walk and be like, hey, what's your name and how are you? And just get to who I am outside of this chick at work I speak to. I'm like, that's all you got me as hello. That's another thing that gets me, that irks me. I'm like, really though? You've been with me for 10,000 years, and you have never even had a little conversation with me, except for that little joke you made. That was shocking. I was like, you never even had attempted to make any sort of conversation with me. It's just weird. I'm not saying you owe me anything, but I'm just saying it's like you would think you've been speaking to a girl that long at work, you would think, but then it could be the guys not attracted to you. That could be another reason. I mean, men don't typically make conversation with women they're not attracted to because they don't want to get your feelings stirred up and how we are. We get all crazy. Oh my God, he really likes me. Like, no, I don't. I really don't. And I don't want you to start thinking I really do because I don't. So it could be that. So, yeah, I mean, I had a situation with him recently where you know, I saw him, and this it was actually two different situations. I saw him one time, and I think he was dating like this chick at our job. I didn't really know he was dating her, but now I think it's kind of confirmed. I didn't really know he was dating her at first. I thought it was just friends. I saw her with him a couple times. Okay, so I spoke to him one day, like, hey, how you doing? I just, as always, I didn't think much of it. And he kind of looks at me real crazy, like, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, how you doing? And it was like that, just real rushed up. His face expression was like, what the hell? He was looking like I just threw his whole vibe off. It was real quick, dismissive, like, yeah, okay. Almost like he was, telling me, okay, get the hell on, hey, get out, okay, hey, get out of my face, and I was like, okay. So I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't ready. So I kind of like get this little feel. You get a feeling, you get a vibe. I was like, okay, what was that? I'm like, that's not like him. Next time I see him, he all, hey, how you doing? I'm like, but he's alone. Okay. So I'm like, I see what you on. So I started to get, you know, the gist of what was going on. Saw him again. A couple of not too long ago. Yeah, this happened like maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm in the break room. I'm getting ready to come out of the break room. So he's coming towards the break room. He's getting ready to come in. I see him. There's a window right there. It's a big, huge window. So I see him. Now it's funny because there's a big pole too. So she's on the other side of the pole, and I didn't know she was there until she came around. I saw her, I was like, oh my God. So I was planning to say hi to him until I saw it, and I was like, oh no. I said, no. When I seen Chicky Poo, I said, Chicky Poo with him. I said, I ain't gonna say hi because Chicky Poo right there. I said, oh, never mind. Now, meanwhile, he hadn't saw me yet, but when he looked up and saw me, he was smiling at something at first, but then he looked up and saw me and made eye contact, and he said, I mean, literally, this man smile faded. Like he looked at me like I was the Antichrist. He looked at me like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm thinking like, well, I work here. He looked at me like he was not trying to see me. He looked at me like she was, his wife or whatever, and I was the chick that he had slept with that night, that other night, and he was, he had ended up seeing me. That's probably happened to a lot of men. They cheated on their wife or their girlfriend with some girl, and they out with their wife or their girlfriend one day, and they bump into the shit. He gave me that kind of look. I'm like, dude, we didn't sleep together. Oh, dude, well, I mean, we just say hi to each other. And it's like he's taking this to another level, and I'm like, what the hell is your problem? What are you high? I'm like, are you on drugs? I hear heroin is making a big comeback. Are you on it? I'm like, is he high or something? He like to get out? He must be on some kind of drug. Cause I'm like, dude, all we do is say hi. It's like he just makes it a drama. You see, I mean, it's like that show by Tyler Perry, the Haves and the Have-Nots. It's like that. My life is like that. It's like this whole thing. It's like where I work. It's like a level of hip hop Atlanta get ready to happen. It's like do. It's like a reality show. I mean, that was a dramatic moment. I mean, I see him. I'm getting ready to walk out. He see me. He like, hey. Oh my God. He stops smiling. I walk out. And I didn't even do. I just walked right past. I didn't even say nothing. I was like, never mind then. Because if it's that serious, I'm not gonna even say nothing. You know, since you want to get emotional and whatnot, you want to, bitch out about it. I said, well, forget it. I don't need to say nothing to you in front of her or at all, maybe for that matter, because you starting to get, you starting to get on my nerves about that. So then I started to ask myself, are there like these unwritten rules for single women? Like do we have to, follow a certain protocol or something? When it comes to a man who's coupled up or booed up with a girl, there are certain unwritten rules I didn't know about that I need to learn about. What I mean? Somebody tell me. I didn't know. It's like there's invisible rules that I need to follow. Like when you see him with his girl, don't speak to him, okay? It's almost like he was sending me a subliminal message or something like, look, you see my girl here, okay? You better not say nothing. It's almost like he was terrified of me. Like he looked at me like, yeah, look, you see her right here, okay? Please don't speak to me, okay? Don't say anything, okay? Because I know you want to speak. I know it's what you do. You happy, friendly, big booty, vixen, office queen, whore, hoochie, mama, whatever thing. You don't say nothing to me. Okay, and I just looked at him like, okay, I'm like, I won't, like I just take my big booty self onto my desk and sit my boot down and start down. I ain't think about you. How about walk on? How about float past both of you and that little heifer? And that's what I did. Cause I said, look, if I'm not important to you, you're not important to me. So I'm like, you ain't nobody. I'm like, I think a lot of these guys think that for some reason you're chasing after their penis or whatever. They think you want something from them. They think they're so freaking desirable. Like, she wants something. Here she comes speaking to me again. I'm like, boy, don't nobody want you. I mean, and then especially with that immature attitude of yours, I'm like, boy, you may be attractive, physically, but clearly your physical, the exterior doesn't match the interior. Okay, because clearly you're not, you know, you're not who I think you are. I'm like, you crazy, okay? I'm like, so he acting crazy. So it's just the situation like that are happening to me that I noticed. And and there's another guy. He's an older guy. He used to would speak to me, and I heard him make some weird comment one day. I think I mentioned in another video how like he kind of steers clear of beautiful women, and he likes to give his attention to women who are like lesser attractive, less physically attractive, because he feels like they're the ones who need it more. And I'm like, what are you, a martyr or something? I mean, who makes an idiot statement like that? I'm like, so you pity date, huh? I'm like, you know what, you are a pity. Just so now me and him have this kind of beef going on. It's like this unspoken beef where it's like I had a situation where we were in the kitchen, the break room one time. I was trying to heat up my food. I think I was like really tired, and I happened to notice him one day, but he was talking to another guy. So I made eye contact. I looked at him, but I didn't really speak to him in that instant. Not to be rude, because I was just kind of focused on something else. And we all have moments like that. We're all human. It's like he's never forgiven me. Like ever since then, he does not speak to me. And then he looked at me really weird one day, like really weird. I was sitting at my computer, and this guy peeks over the corner and looks at me like this, and then keeps going. I was like, "What was that?" Then I had like another chick, no, two other chicks roll their eyes at me one time. I'm walking by this one girl, and she like rolls her eyes. I caught her staring at me one day. She was staring at me the first time, and I was like, "Okay, another person gawking at me." She's staring at me. And next thing I saw, she rolled her eyes at me. I don't know why. Next time I see this other chick, she rolls her eyes at me. I'm like, you know what? Y'all can stop rolling your eyes at me. I was like, who are these people? And I don't even know these people. I don't know their first name. I don't care about their first name. I don't care about them in general. So I'm sorry to be coming at y'all like this. I don't know if I'm venting or what, but I'm just telling y'all what it is. And I just want to know, have you all experienced anything like I experienced at work? What do you think this is? Why do you think these people are acting like this towards me? And I kind of don't care, because I mean, like, I don't really know. I mean, you're not gonna be friends with all your coworkers. You're not really there to be friends. I mean, I'm cool with some of my coworkers, but I mean, you're not gonna. It's hard to make. You get. I mean, you really gonna be friends with 700 different people? No. I mean, that's not really your goal anyway. So it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know, am I being paranoid or what? But this is what I'm saying. So to me, I just think it's weird. It's just been weird to me, just the vibes I'm getting. I'm like, this is strange. I don't know. what you guys just tell me, what you guys think about my experience, or have you experienced similar experience? Do you think it has anything to do with how I look, how I'm shaped, how I don't know, maybe it's an aura I'm giving off? I'm like, I don't know. Am I giving off a vibe? I mean, I tend to be. I mean, I'm a nice person. I'm not mean. I mean, I'm not walking around, you know, snarling at people. I'm like, I'm nice. Like, for the most part. I mean, I usually get along with people, but then you have other people who are not, I guess they may have their own insecurities they're dealing with. Possibly that's probably what it is. But I don't know. It's just really weird. But it's just weird to me. I just thought I'd get on here and kind of just vent a little bit, and then kind of just get you all's, viewpoint, and just kind of see about it. Am I going crazy, or have you all experienced any similar experiences with your own coworkers at work? And have you had like the bad vibes and just weird experiences? Like, what was that? Especially with like you courier females. Have you had you feel like the forbidden fruit of the office, like the girl who's untouchable. Are there any dating situations at your job where you have some male coworkers who are dating some of the female coworkers, or talking to them, and you feel like they don't really pay you much mind, and you ever wonder why? You like, why are they talking to me? It kind of makes you feel unattractive. You like this, especially like a fuller figured, like I'm a fuller figured, hourglass shape. That's how I would, yeah, that's how you describe me, pretty much. Not the perfect hourglass. 'Cause I still have like a little tiny bit weight to lose. So I guess you say fuller figure. So yeah, and I don't know. It just makes you feel like you just kind of like, it's almost like they're trying to say you're not worth my time. You're not dateable to me. You're not anything. You're just we just look at you, and you're nothing. I'm like, okay, no, you're nothing. How dare you? So I don't know. It just, food for thought. But anyway, I want to get off here. I don't want this to be too long. And I want you guys to enjoy the first video of 2015. This is the first video of 2015. So really take your time and enjoy the video. Make sure you leave me a comment below. Share the video. Subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. And yeah. I think I said everything. So yeah, subscribe and share and do all that good stuff. Also, you can also Facebook friend me. I don't know if I forget to mention that a lot. You can Facebook friend me. My information usually is in the more info box. You can always Facebook friend me or follow me on Twitter. I need to add my Instagram in too, so you can follow me on Instagram as well. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy the video and let me know what you think. All right, so you guys have a great and wonderful evening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.